guys, I'm back again. What can we talk about? Let's talk about the thrill of it all. So, over the course of the last few weeks, I've interacted with a couple of different people, a couple of new people, guys. um, and I found that with one of them specifically, like he's a really, really cool dude. Really, really chill. Like I love how laid back he is. I love how open he is. I like that. My niece thinks he's cute. I like that when I'm going through something and I kind of lead on to that, he's like, let's take a walk, even though he doesn't walk the distances that I walk, and he's just like, you can talk to me. But what I do, those are all the things I like about him. What I did notice, however, is that he is a person who's in it for the thrill of it all. I noticed that I am more of a serious person. Like, what I want out of life, I'm not willing to falter on. And I know you can't just expect certain things out of certain people within a few days or what have you, but at the same time, I know what I want. If that's not something that we mutually share, then let's just call it quits. Let's be friends. Let's be happy, be merry as we are, as we were. Like, I'll never, like, I think that's just, like, one of the coolest things about me. Like, no matter if you do me wrong, I will never be disrespectful to you. Like, there are people I don't like. There are people I don't generally mess with. There are people I don't mesh with. But I'm not going to be hella rude and disrespectful. Like, if I see you on the street, I'm definitely going to say hi. Speaking of which, all right, that's about this guy. So there was this guy, right? Early on summer, he stood me up a couple of times. No big deal. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. It's not like I was looking for a future with this person. It just is what it is. But I noticed that he gave himself a lot of power when it came to me, and I'm just kind of stuck on stupid. Like, what did you do to deserve your sense of power or entitlement? So, like, after he stood me up or whatever, like, we didn't really talk. He lives in my neighborhood, so if I see him, I have no problem saying hello. I'm never going to say, hey, you did this to me. I'm angry at you. Grr. No, like, I'm just not that person. It is what it is. It's a lesson, you move on. But I noticed that when I would see him, he'd be with a female who I assume is his female. I don't know. I don't give a shit. But when I did see him, it was like he was running from me. Like, he would spot me, and then he would move really, really fast. And I'm just like, okay, like, what are you expecting from me? Like, do you do this to girls often? And by this, I don't really know what this is or what this means. I mean, said you want to hang out. I was curious as to why you wanted to hang out. You stood me up, and it was what it is. Like, do you often, like, did you have a girlfriend the whole time and think that I would react? You're not important to me, love. Sorry to break that to you. But anyway, so, like, when I would see him, he would, like, be running from me, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. So Sunday, me and my niece were going somewhere, and he was, like, crossing the street as we were coming to the bus stop, and he looked back at me, and I saw him, so I looked at him, and he was just, like, walking but staring, so I waved. Hey. How are you? And he waved back. Like, yo, there are no hard feelings. I'm, like I said, never going to be rude, never going to be disrespectful. It just takes too much out of me to be such an angry, evil little person. I'm just not that person, not anymore. It's like, I've grown so much, and I don't give people the power to piss me off unless I'm having one of them days when I just let you get under my skin and I need to react. But most of the days, it's just like, I'm cool, I'm chill, like, you don't have to run for me. I'm not this big bad bully who's gonna beat you up or blow up your spot. No, I mean, we didn't do anything. We didn't even get to know each other, so it's just like, there's no feelings involved. Like, you're just a person, I'm just a person. Like, you can say hello to me. I'm never gonna tell your girlfriend, hey, do you know he stood me up, he tried to get me? Like, I don't even know what your intentions were, honestly. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't want people to give themselves power or meaning in my life because nobody's that important to me. There are the people who I hold dearest to me, and they know who they are. But if you're not one of those people, don't assume that you'll ever be. Unless I tell you, you're nothing to me. That sounds really mean. And I don't mean it to be mean, but I mean, like, there are people who are hella important to me. There are people who I care about. And as cold and as shallow as I seem to be, I'm really, really caring. I'm really, really honest. I'm really, really sweet. I'm really, really nice. Like, I'm really, really, I'm all of these things that people don't expect me to be. So it's just like, but then at the same time, I'm nothing that people expect me to be. So I'm assuming this guy expected me to be one of these rowdy ghetto hood rat chicks who's gonna cause a scene. That's not in my temperament. Like, you see me, you don't know me, but you know me. Like, I walk fast, keep my head down. Whenever you see me, I'm listening to music, I'm with my niece, I'm reading a book. Like, I'm never gonna be that crazy rah rah girl. Like, I don't fight, I don't choose to argue with people. I'm just here, I'm living, and it's my life, and yours is irrelevant to me. And that shit sounds really harsh, but that pretty much is what it is. Like, don't give yourself power in my life. I think this conversation went totally left because I was talking about people not wanting what I want. Like, anyway, back to the first situation, like with the guy. Like, there's so many things that I like about him or whatever, but I don't see a future there. I do see, like, maybe a budding friendship, somebody I could kick it with from time to time, have a conversation with, but I think where I'm at and where he's at is just not the same. Like, I'm more serious, like I said. He's more into having a good time, which is cool. Just let me know what's up. Anyway, that was one of my random conversations about life. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for supporting Single Me. Be happy, be merry. Single Me, lel.blogspot.com. Thank you guys. Have a good night.